Robert, I mean, what more was Robert Byrd to do? 10th round here, he comes out.
This guy's an habitual nut puncher.
Purposeful, the low blow that opens up the 10th round, and then he goes there again, and it's just too much. Here's the final low blow, and Robert Byrd said, "I've had enough tonight. I've done my job. You're not doing yours."
The fight's over. Yeah.
He was throwing straight rights to the nuts, yo. Like straight
and then
punches.
Digs down again.
Whatever, you have to score a partial round.
Fucking disgrace, man. Fucking disgraceful piece of crap. And look, he tried to give him some more.
They score a partial round, right?
TstreeT Controversy with
FightV360.com.
Magdaleno didn't look good tonight. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Often was outclassing Vicente. Vicente clearly frustrated. Dre, you picked up on that very early on with his aggression coming forward. And you say he's just posturing here. He's frustrated. He doesn't know how to handle it. And then it just went too far.
Well, in the beginning, I believed it. You know, I thought Vicente was going to come out strong, but after that knockdown, something shifted in Vicente. He wasn't having his way, and then you went to the bully tactics, the fouling intentionally, and all that kind of thing. It's almost like he would rather lose like this than lose a decision or get knocked out.
Let's talk for a minute because they're probably going to go to commercial break. We're here 11:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, June 11th, 2020. I am tired. I have officially been up for 22 hours straight. I almost fell asleep, but I said, you know what? No, we got to cover this card. And I made it through. This was much more entertaining than the Tuesday night card with Shakur Stevenson. Look, straight. How can you not look? They're going straight to the nuts. This was the first one. First low blow. Hit him. He wasn't protecting himself. Robert Byrd didn't get there in time. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Look, boom. How is it not intentional? Like, is he, you know, like special? Fucking guy, man. And the thing is, he's got some nice tenacity about him. He's a nice, aggressive fighter. But the thing is, he's an habitual nut puncher. Like, you know, he can't be trusted. And it's not the poor man lost his nuts. We're going to talk about Jesse Magdaleno, #1 contender for the WBC 126-pound title that Gary Russell has and may vacate.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Let's listen
Jesse,
in.
El Peligroso Magdaleno.
They're probably going to go to commercial break.
We will talk to Jesse Magdaleno, hear what he has to say about this outing when we return. Stay with us.
Right there, Jess. Right there.
Burger King spicy nuggets. I got some serious
So let's
stuff.
give you some backstory or the story right now. Boxing is, you know, getting back up and running. So the fights that we're seeing now are fights, stay busy fights, you know, to make sure the protocols and everything are, you know, working and, you know, working out the kinks in Vegas. Top rank on ESPN. Here was the card. Jesse Magdaleno, obviously, you know, got the DQ win over Yenifel, Vicente. I've been butchered the man's name. Adam Lopez got the win over Luis Correa. That was the fight that opened up the night. Eric Mondragon, I like to say Mondragon versus Mike Danny Sanchez. That was a split draw. That was a swing fight. No, wait. Well, yeah, basically, I like the lineup. The flow of this card, it was much better than the Shakur Stevenson card. They even had a little interview with Tyson Fury, and they pushed the start time back from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., which was cool. So, looking at the main event, Jesse Magdaleno, yo, to be honest with you, I don't think he can beat Gary Russell. If Gary Russell stays at 126, I was at Gary Russell's last fight and talked to him a couple of times in the last fight. And basically, you know, he wants big money fights. And to be honest with you, if he does stay at 126, something in my gut tells me that we will see Jesse Magdaleno versus, Gary Russell versus Jesse Magdaleno on Wilder Fury 3 or some shit, or Fury Wilder 3. Let's listen into his post-fight interview, and we're going to talk some more about the rankings and the politics at 126. Remember, Shakur Stevenson is also there too, but it seems as though he only wants to fight Josh Warrington.
How
Let's listen in. Please
deal
subscribe.
with that throughout the fight, and how do you feel?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank God, for giving me the opportunity to be here, to work hard. Also, I want to thank Top Rank, ESPN. Thank you for having me to showcase my talent. But, yeah, man, he was just a dirty fighter. Once he felt the power, once he felt that I put him down with various right hooks, even with the jab, I put him down. He felt the power, didn't know how to come in because I was dodging everything.
He was a dirty,
so
no-good
his way was just to
motherfucker.
fight dirty and hit me low.
So it looked like you changed the fight with that first knockdown with, that left hook, and then with the right hand, you were able to drop him again. Andre Ward said, look, this guy's just on the cusp of fighting for a world title. He needs to send a message. Why were you not able to finish this guy?
He was a rugged fighter. He was a tough veteran. I give him that. I tip my hat off to him. He was a tough veteran. He knew what he was doing. And, like I said, his way was to get me low, get me in his fight game. But I'm too much of a smart fighter. I knew I had to move and keep moving and keep him on the outside to catch him when he was coming in with those big right hands.
You're top ranked for the WBC, where Gary Russell Jr. is the champion. You're number 4 in the WBO, where Shakur Stevenson is the champion. Who do you want next?
All of them. I don't give a shit who it is. I want all of them. I'm at the door for WBC with Gary Russell. Well, Gary Russell, I'm coming, baby. So be ready. We're coming.
All right. Obviously, he really wants that world title shot. Joe, we send it back to you.
He is 28-1 now. And
So here, let's break it down real quick for you, because I'm tired of shit and I want to go to bed. Gary Russell, it's likely that if he don't fight a Heyman guy, he won Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz winner, I guess. Well, either or, but likely he wants the winner. I don't think that him and Jesse Magdaleno would fight. I don't see Gary Russell staying at that weight. I don't see Jesse Magdaleno being able to fight Shakur Stevenson at that weight. I think Shakur Stevenson would move up. What I see is Jesse Magdaleno versus a Kid Galahad or a Tug Stuten Ambayar. And overall, and I see a Mick Collin versus a Ryan Walsh or a Carl Frampton in the future. This division is kind of weird right now. Even Leo Santa Cruz, he's already up at 130 and going to be fighting Gervonta Davis. So he's just was warming this belt before the lockdown. Josh Warrington, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Because it looks like, from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like he really wants Shakur Stevenson. So we don't know, how, if we're going to see Jesse Magdaleno again before years, I'm going to say September. Because if I was to, it makes perfect sense. If Fury versus Wilder 3 happens in December, I believe they said the date is, looking like it's going to be December 19th or something. Then Jesse Magdaleno versus Tug Stuten Ambayar, if not Kid Galahad, depending on which route he wants to take. I see that cross-promotional matchup between them because my understanding is Ambayar is an Al Heyman fighter, right, PBC? Yeah, because all his fights, he's a PBC fighter. So I see that happening, Let's listen in a little bit more. Oh, they're going off already.
Tess, thank you. Welcome you to... I'm Scott Van Pelt. Coming up, the NBA's plan starting to come into form. The reality is beginning to hit some players.
I'm hyped for the NBA to come back, but anyway, getting back to boxing. So that's pretty much the gist of shit right there. I can't really, say nothing.
Colin Kaepernick, you're going to want to hear Damian Woody's response to that. We begin with a return of the PGA Tour, which...
that's the gist. I'm not, and like I said, the Jesse Magdaleno, by the way, that he lost to, he did beat Donaire, and I did think Donaire was done. But as we see, Donaire in one of the fights of the year against Inoue, Dog Bay beat him up. I was sick at that time, so it was in Philly too. Couldn't go to that fight or didn't cover it. I didn't cover that card. I was sick. Those 2 comeback fights, and then this fight right here. Now, like I said earlier, let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, well, it was because of, lockdown and, he just wanted to stay busy and, he didn't know if he was going to be able to fight this year or not. And didn't have the not the same gym, didn't have all of his team. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. A lot of these fighters right now, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And then he was fighting the dirty, no good son of a bitch. This guy, like, them punches was habitual. And they was intentional because he has a history of, like, punching nuts. Didn't he punch Tremaine Williams nuts? They were talking about it during a broadcast, like nuts that he's infamously punched in the past. Luis Zambrano, I think he punched this guy nuts off. Fucking boxers, man. And, Robert Byrd, the husband of the seductive and alluring Adelaide Byrd, who was there tonight, Robert Byrd was like deducting point after point. I believe at the end of the fight, he had 4-point deductions, or when the fight was stopped, would that have been his fifth? That would have been his fifth, right? 5th point deduction. Fucking people. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. I'm taking my ass to bed. Boxing is back. There's even news that PBC is going to be coming back on June the 24th. I got some things I've been working on behind the scenes that I've been talking about for months and months and months. Couple little documentaries I've been working on. Just a lot of research I had to put in everything. Legal stuff. It's a lot going on the channel, on the brand. Thanks for sticking with me. But when it comes to boxing, we are back. Also, I'm going to be covering UFC. Another crazy thing is somebody from UFC, like the main media person, sent me an application for UFC Fight Island. Like crazy in Abu Dhabi, but I can't go because my ass don't have I can't get an expedited passport or a visa. So, it is what it is. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com to cover every single major fight live. I'm going to give this card for what it is, or for what it was. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Entertaining fights, even though I was like, put it this way, I didn't fall asleep, and I've been up for 22 hours. I didn't say, I'm going to cover this fight in the morning. Nah, I stuck through it. I'm TstreeT Controversy. Please subscribe.